Hello, folks. I'm Detroit Miracle. Yes, and indeed. Right now, I am here to have more cool, fun comic book character discussions. And this particular discussion will be about none other than the Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, yeah, folks. We're going to characterize the power levels of the Wicked Witch of the West in terms of her characterizations on animation, cartoons, comic books. Yes, there is animation Wizard of Oz material out there. And of course, we're going to compare the Wicked Witch of the West at power levels from different eras in the live action. Okay, okay, the Wicked Witch of the West, that is, was characterized in a 1930s, 40s type of movie as being one of the most terrible, scary villains ever seen on screen. Me, myself, as a kid, I watched that movie before I looked into any type of comic books pertaining to the Wizard of Oz. So I must say that they didn't show much of the Wicked Witch's powers in terms of conjurations, spells, energy projections, but they did have her incredibly evil wicked, so it sort of made up for the lack of showing of immense powers in that particular movie that I saw as a little tiny boy. I think the film came out so early. Nevertheless, it was a great film. The Wicked Witch of the West, her power had more to do with wickedness, meanness, evil, and being able to terrify people. She had powers, but she didn't give any immense display of a power in that old movie in the live action. But the modernized Wicked Witch of the West, as characterized on the big screen and on film in the live action, and I believe a movie that was called something The Wizard of Oz or The Great Old Oz. In that film, they had the live action Wicked Witch of the West as an amazing sorceress witch. She had energy projection powers, she had spells, she had everything else. So in other words, she was characterized as an immensely powerful sorceress type of witch. Like she had terrible, terrifying powers and she knew it and she showed them in full display. And the live action Wicked Witch of the West and the modernized characterization of her on the big screen wasn't as wicked and mean and nasty as the Wicked Witch of the West in the earlier live action film. So that was a big difference I noticed too. I like the characterization of the Wicked Witch of the West having immense powers as they showed in the old Oz or the great old powerful Oz film that came out years ago. I like that characterization of her because she put the magic where her mouth and mood was, so to speak. So yeah, well, so if I am to state the most powerful of all the characterized wicked witches of the West so far, I would say it was in that modern live action film where they showed the Wicked Witch of the West using insane, scary types of power. And of course, she can fly on a broom, but she doesn't need the broom to fly. Of course, based on that understanding of why she has a broom to fly, she did it as some kind of joke because witches are known to fly around on brooms. So she embodied that characterization by taking on a broom, but she can fly without the broom though. Okay, folks, let me know how you feel about this one. I appreciate you for staying tuned and be safe out there.